What is going on, guys? It's your boy Drain and Plays back again with another video. Now, the video I'm bringing you guys today is sort of a sad video. However, it's also a tribute to somebody very important to the game of zombies. This man is George Romero, as George Romero passed away at age 77 today due to lung cancer. If you guys do like the video, make sure you leave a like, and if you are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button to join the Drainin' Nation. Now, here's sort of a tribute to George Romero. I'm going to be spitting out some facts about his life and, really just explain how he was instrumental to zombies. Without further ado, here we go. George Romero was born February 4th, 1940 in the Bronx, a very tough neighborhood in New York City. George had a knack of filmmaking at an early age, as he made short films at only age 14. George studied art, design, and theater at Carnegie Mellon Institute in Pittsburgh, and he actually graduated in 1962. It's ironic because Carnegie Mellon is actually only 5 minutes away from where I'm going to college in Pittsburgh. George was basically the pioneer of zombie films, as he made over 20 zombie films with huge success. Some of his most famous films were Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Night Riders, and Night of the Living Dead, and those were only 4. I would name all of his films, but there are too many to count, and I'm pretty sure you guys don't just want to hear me list names off this whole video. George was really the pioneer for zombies. He was really the first person to really come up with the concept of zombies and build around it. That's where I really wanted to start this tribute. George, thank you so much for starting this whole zombies experience, because without you, I firmly believe Call of Duty Zombies would not even be in existence. If you think about it, every concept that's ever been has started from somewhere. Everything has started just from a simple idea. And I firmly believe that if George never came up with the idea of zombies, no one else would. No one, and I mean no one, put the work in to zombies that George did. No one's even came close to doing everything that George did with zombies, and I really don't think that anybody ever will. Now, here are some very interesting facts about our friend George. Very ironically, George's first job in the film business was with Mr. Rogers. If you didn't know, Mr. Rogers was a children's show about a man in a neighborhood in the 1960s. Pretty ironic that a zombie-crazed horror guy started out in something like that. George also turned down the chance of a lifetime. He turned down the chance to direct the horror film Scream. Now, George is a very smart guy, but he himself later admitted that turning down the project was probably the biggest career misstep he wishes he could take back. Think if George directed this. Think of how much more popular he would have been. Doesn't even matter, George. You're still a fucking legend in my mind, man. Another fun fact about Romero is he does not take credit for zombies eating brains. In quote, he says, "I have never had a zombie eat a brain. I don't know where that comes from. Who says zombies eat brains? I remember brains being a big zombie menu item in Return of the Living Dead back in the mid-80s, but I'm not sure if that's where it started. Whenever I sign autographs, they always ask me, write eat brains. I don't understand what that means. I've never had a zombie eat a brain." This is actually crazy to me because one of the big things about zombies is they go brains, 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 you know what I'm saying? And it's really interesting how the pioneer of zombies did not even come up with it. Another fact is that George's hit movie, Night of the Living Dead, could have actually became a musical. Think about that. Think about zombies just dancing around like Thriller's Michael Jackson. Think about how unreal that would be if that was a whole movie. Think if Thriller was a whole movie. Unreal, man. Unreal. Zombies in a musical, I can't even imagine what that would look like. That is literally some Infinite Warfare crap right there. Singing and dancing zombies, Infinite Warfare stole it from George, I swear. Another fun fact about George is he actually had a small role in Silence of the Lambs, a huge hit from the 90s. When Jonathan Demme came down to film Silence of the Lambs, he asked the Pittsburgh film legend if he would make a cameo, and Romero could not turn that offer down. It's quick, but in the scene where Agent Starling visits Hannibal Lecter in his cell, she's whisked away by several FBI agents. One of them was played by Romero. The man started zombies and is now an amazing actor. What can't George Romero do? Now, the last fact about Romero is he actually has a very complex relationship with the show The Walking Dead. Romero has been quoted on saying, "My zombies are purely a disaster. They are a natural disaster. God has changed the rules and somehow this thing is happening. My stories are about the humans who deal with it stupidly, and that's what I use them for. I use them to sort of make fun of what's going on in a number of societal events. And that's it. I don't use them to just create gore. Even though I use gore, that's not what my films are about. They're much more political." Now, Romero has said that he does respect what the directors have done with The Walking Dead, but they're just not his zombies, and he would not have made it that way. Those are some facts about the legend, George Romero. Again, rest in peace, George. You were very instrumental in starting zombies, and I firmly believe that Call of Duty Zombies would not exist if it wasn't for you. You've also just spread so much joy in your life and in your films, and I thank you for that. Also, you may be the most annoying boss of all time, but you are such a figure in zombies that I can't deny your greatness. And even though I want to kill you every time in Call of the Dead, I'm never going to touch you again, man. I am never going to touch you again. And George, I just want to thank you again from the bottom of my heart. As a zombies YouTuber, you have really just been the pioneer for all this, and I want to thank you for that. So that's the video for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys did like the video, make sure you leave a like for George. Comment, rest in peace, George, in the comment section below. And if you are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. That's really all I have to say, guys. Peace out, and make sure you stay drained. One more time, George Romero, may you rest in peace.